Good morning. My name is John McCarthy. I'm State's Attorney for Montgomery County. I'm here with Ryan Wexler. We are the attorneys that are assigned to handling the Catherine Hoggle matter. We just left a hearing before Judge John Moffett in the district court, and for the fifth time over the last 17 months, the court has received an updated report concerning whether or not Catherine Hoggle was competent to go to trial in this matter. Based on the comments I made in open court, I think all of you recognize that there are some statements contained in the report that were referred to in open court that I think should be challenged. I think should be explored in open court. Our request today was essentially that the court set in open court a hearing which would allow us to explore the conclusions reached by the evaluating doctor at Clifton T. Perkins, and that the judge himself or herself be able to explore on the record, which is totally appropriate, questions with the defendant herself about whether or not she is competent to stand trial. We've also asked for the opportunity to hire an independent doctor. If you look at Maryland case law, the Clifton T. Perkins reports are not the state's reports. It is a state hospital, but the doctors are independent. We believe that we are entitled, as a matter of law, to an independent evaluation, and that's in fact what we seek. I would also indicate a comment about the affidavits involved. Ms. Weschler and I hand-delivered those affidavits to Clifton T. Perkins Hospital about 60 days ago. I can tell you the report that we received, which was a far lengthier report than any of the reports that had ever been received from Clifton T. Perkins, was dated February the 19th, last Friday. So, may I say, approximately 60 days after the affidavits were given to the authorities at Clifton T. Perkins, we got a report back. I would also like to comment about one other thing that I heard mentioned out here a second ago. There's a lot of people in this community that care about Sarah and Jacob. And there's a lot of people that have volunteered to support this family and love this family in their efforts to get to the bottom of what happened to those two children, and to explore any possibility regarding the finding of those two children. Many people, including an attorney who was a football buddy friend of Troy's, who happens to be an attorney in Montgomery County, as a friend reached out and said, and helped him. By the way, the fact that someone who was a friend of his, who played football with him at Seneca Valley High School, helped him get some information together they thought might be helpful to his friend's case. Quite candidly, I think we should be honored that members of this community have been so great about helping this family any way they can. And the preparing of the affidavits, there was absolutely nothing wrong with someone helping a friend put some information together that would help him find his children. That is just, it's really unfair to suggest otherwise. I'll take a couple of questions.
What do you think's going on here? The layperson that they keep saying she's a cop. Here's the paper. See you in 3 months. See you. What's their motive? What's going on here?
Well, are you talking about the hospital?
No, like her defense team.
Obviously, if you're not competent, you can't be tried. And look, something we have said before, we are in the district court for Montgomery County right now, but ultimately there are far more serious potential charges here. And I think we've said this in open court before, we've said this in public forums before, this matter is going to be transferred across the street. As long as she remains incompetent, there will be no trial at any level of court, and ultimately this case cannot move forward. So
the kids can't be found.
Well, they haven't been found. That's for sure. And obviously, look, I've talked to the family. We know what we're doing. We know what the police are doing. Dimitri Reuven is the lead detective for this matter, is here today. The police continue to do their work. We continue to do our work. The families continue to pray and hope for a different conclusion. And we know that. We candidly talk about that all the time.